Hello everyone, welcome to Bandless, the show where I take a look at a piece of art and make an argument as to why somebody would think it'd be a good idea to make a stupid, ridiculous argument to either outright ban it or at least make some good choice cuts. Today, I am looking at Pink Floyd's excellent rock opera, The Wall. Now, where am I going to go with this? There's some violence, some nudity, but that's not what I'm going to focus on. Now, I'm looking at it. You can, in the cover itself, you can start seeing what I'm talking about. These hammers. Those hammers crossed like that sort of become a bit of a symbol for a Nazi-like faction. You know, anti-Semites and, well, one of the tunes I'm looking at specifically, I'm going to have to bring it up because I always forget what they are, is in the tune In the Flesh. That is, in the flesh, but not in the flesh with a question mark, the first track of the album. This is the reprise. This is where Pink, right after Pink officially completely loses his mind. From, wife cheating on him, overbearing mother, abusive teacher, all kinds of things, just slowly deteriorating at his mental state until he fully snaps. And then when he snaps, he becomes totally off the wall and becomes very much of an ex-B of a Nazi. Being totally anti-Semitic. Inciting violence, Alright, so here we go. Here are the ultimately problematic lyrics of In the Flesh. Are there any queers in theater tonight? Get them up against the wall. There's one in the spotlight. He don't look right to me. Get him up against the wall. That one looks Jewish, and that one's a coon who left all this riffraff into the room. There's one smoking a joint and another with spots. If I had my way, I'd have all of you shot. And shortly after, it is a full-on riot as the people that he have managed to corrupt with his horrible ideology go on a rampage and kill, maim, and rape. Very similar to the problem that we have going on here in our own country with Nazis and the alt-right doing horrible things like standing and fighting for freedom of speech and capitalism. And this couldn't, entice somebody who has those tendencies to finally push it up to 11 and just go through with it and make things even worse than what we already are. So for every Charlottesville we'll have 16 of them. The thought just makes me tremble. literally shaking. Literally shaking. So yeah, that's what I'm going at. Nazis. The Wall. The Nazi exploitation film you didn't know was Nazi exploitation. Alright, I think I'm rambled on long enough. It's been 5 minutes already. I haven't even gotten to how I feel about this film. My two favorite bands of all time, Goblin and Pink Floyd. So it's already got the music going for it. The amazing music. Now, people complain about this film of being confusing and you need to be on all the drugs in order to make it make sense. That is not true. Multiple viewings definitely recommended. And it's very much based around symbology, and it's a very surreal film, but it makes a lot more sense than most of David Lynch's outputs. His films seem to be kind of weird for weird's sake half the time. I can tell what's going on here, and considering that this is about a man's descent into madness, it makes sense that there's some odd things going on. It's a reflection of his mental state, as well as just symbology and Roger Waters in general being a crazy guy sometimes. So, the great music, it's a, for the most part, a very visually stunning film, especially the animation. The animation, when it comes in here, it teeters the fine line of being totally disgusting and appalling, but it's also really beautiful in my opinion. You kind of get an idea of what the animation will be like here. It's very detailed, very surreal as part of the rest of the film, but the detail of it is part what makes it look so great, but also so disturbing. Now, if you like Pink Floyd, if you like surrealism, this is definitely a film to check out. And if you're a stoner, well then, yeah, it's kind of become like necessary viewing at this point in time. Great film. Highly recommend it. Favorite band? A favorite film of mine? Though not necessarily in the top 12, but it's still high up there. Definitely within the top 100 for sure. Well, I think that's about it for this one. If you have an idea for a film you'd like me to check out, let me know in the comments below. And check me out on Minds, BitChute, Stardust. Link for all those in the description below. I will see all of you later in the next one. So, take care everybody. God bless.